Now that we've covered what list views are and how they fit into Schedulo, let's start working with them. In this lesson, we're going to explore three key features that help you organize and work with your data: filtering, sorting, and column display. Filtering allows you to focus on the records that matter to you, while sorting gives you control over the order in which records appear. And column display lets you choose what fields are visible on your list view. By the end of this lesson, you'll know how to modify a list view to surface the most relevant data, apply filters to refine results, adjust column visibility and order, and save those changes for future use. This will help you create a more efficient and tailored experience when working with list views. Alright, let's get started with filtering. To open the filter panel, click Filters in the top right. Filters are made up of three parts: the field, the operator, and the value. The field is what you're filtering by, like billing, postal code, or rate. The operator determines how you want to match the data, such as is not, greater than, or less than. And the value is what you're looking for, like the postal code of 94110 or a rate of $100. Now, the important thing to understand is that the available operators depend on the type of field you choose. For example, if you select text like billing postal code, you'll see options like is not, contains, or starts with. If you select a number field like rate, you'll see operators like greater than, less than, or equals. Date fields give you options like before, after, or is within a certain range. And pick lists or checkboxes will have an is or is not option since they contain predefined values. Let's go through a few examples. First, let's filter for accounts where the billing postal code is 94110. Select billing postal code as the field, choose is as the operator, enter 94110 as the value, and click Apply. Now only accounts with the postal code are showing. Now let's say you want to choose accounts where the rate is greater than $100. Select rate as the field, choose greater than as the operator, enter 100 as the value, and click Apply. Now you're only seeing accounts that meet that criteria. Next, let's talk about filtering using related records. In Schedulo, some fields reference other objects. For example, the created by field connects an account to the user who created it. So if we wanted to filter by who created a record, we'd select created by as the field, choose is as the operator, and enter the name of a user. Another useful filter is date filtering. Schedulo provides built-in date filters like today, yesterday, last week, this month, and more. For example, if we wanted to find accounts that have been modified this week, we'd select last modified date as the field, choose is as the operator, and select this week as the value. And click Apply, and now we're only seeing accounts that were updated this week. Finally, let's take a quick look at advanced filtering. Advanced filters let you combine multiple conditions using and, or not. For example, let's say we want to filter for accounts that are either located in postal code 94110 or have a rate greater than 100. To do that, first add a filter for billing postal code is 94110. Then add another filter for rate is greater than 100. Click Switch to Advanced mode and update the logic to use or instead of and. And now we see accounts that match either of these conditions. Now let's talk about sorting. Sorting allows you to control the order in which records appear. To sort a list view, click Sort in the top right, then select a field like rate. You'll then choose a direction. Sorting in ascending order means values will go from lowest to highest, and sorting in descending order means values will go from highest to lowest. Click Apply, and now the list is sorted by rate. You can also apply multiple sorting rules. For example, if you want to sort by industry first and then sort accounts within each industry by rate, you can add both of these sorting rules. First, select industry and sort in ascending order, then add another sort rule for rate and sort it in descending order. Now you'll see accounts grouped by industry with the highest rates appearing first within each industry. And finally, let's talk about displaying and hiding columns. Customizing columns allows you to choose what data is displayed and how it's arranged. To modify the columns in a list view, click Columns at the top right. Here you'll see a list of all available fields, including both standard and custom fields. By default, all fields are selected in the Accounts list view, but you can remove unnecessary fields by unchecking them. For example, I'm going to uncheck phone number to remove it from the view. You can also reorder columns by dragging and dropping them into a new position. Right now, state comes before the postcode. Let's move it so that it comes after the postal code. Simply click and drag state and then click apply. Another useful feature is freezing the first column. This ensures that the first column stays visible when scrolling horizontally, which is particularly helpful when working with a large number of fields. To enable this, click Columns and toggle on Freeze First Column. Now that covers the basics of modifying and filtering list views. Let's wrap up by saving this view for future use. Once you've customized a list view, you can save it so you don't have to reapply the same filters and settings every time. At the top left, click Save View, enter a name like My Accounts View and choose whether this view should be private or shared. If you select only me, the view will be private, and if you select everyone, the view will be visible to all users in your system. Click Save, and now this view is available in the List View dropdown. And that's it. You've now learned how to filter, sort, and customize list views to match your workflow. Now that you know how to filter, sort, and customize which columns appear in a list view, the next step is taking it even further. In the next module, we'll focus on building custom column templates, modifying how data is presented to make list views not just functional, but visually clear and easy to navigate to ensure users can easily find information they need. We'll see you there.